When you have more than one train and more than one track, with a system involving thousands of trains and millions of people, it is scientific inevitability that one of these days you are going to find more than one train on the same track. But automation is supposed to help it, right? Is it an automation fault? What we are considering as too much automation could be too little automation. Self-driving cars make less mistakes, right? But there are so many human driving cars too. If all the cars are self-driven, then the accident should go down, right? Yes, wrong. Occasionally, suppose there is a lightning strike and a tree falls on top of a self driving car, then what happens? That is fate, and you cannot fight fate. A train, fast train, signal mistake hits a goods train. Some carriages are on the parallel track, and another fast train hits it. That's just fate. You cannot devise a system on which you are not going to allow two fast trains to run on parallel tracks. That will just paralyze you. The human nature is always to find fault. Who screwed up? Post Second World War Japan was a joke industrially, but they came up with an idea. Instead of finding who screwed up, they focused on what screwed up. Because when you keep talking about who screwed up, the human behavior will focus on avoidance of error, and that in the long run will stifle innovation and thought. Now, train travel has an extremely important role in human development. Human beings tamed horses and started riding them maybe around 4000 BC. After that, for thousands of years, the speed of a human being was that of a speed of a horse. Now, imagine Rome and Florence, the jewels of European Renaissance, but hardly anybody would travel from Rome to Florence because that was hazardous. After the trains were invented, people started traveling, there was exchange of thought, and that led to industrial revolution. And when the trains were developed first, early 1800s, at that time there were hardly any accidents because the speed was low. As the speed increased speed means less control. That's again a scientific inevitability. Now, of course, prayers with the people who lost their lives and their families. If my own family or friends were on that train, I will be singing a different tune. But that's human nature. I just hope that too much focus on this does not derail India's progress towards modernity. India's train has taken off now. Old British adage would be India's train is gathering steam, but India's train will not be burning fossil fuels. It will be mostly electrical. Electricity also requires fossil fuels, but that's a debate for another day. Again, prayers for the families. Dr. Ravi Godse.